The word processing refers to the methods of removing that cherry layer from the green bee within. The cherry is made of multiple layers. The outside layer is the pulp, then comes the mucilage and the parchment which surrounds the green bean itself. The type of processing methods used by the farms is often dependent on the history of that farming community, with these methods passing from generation to generation. There are multiple ways of processing coffee. The most popular are the washed, dried, and semi-wet methods. With the washed method, ripe cherries are pulped. This removes the outside layer and leaves the mucilage layer still on the bean. The mucilage layer is a fruit layer that is left on the bean. A little bit like eating a cherry, and when you eat that, the pip is left with a residue. This is really similar to the mucilage layer on a coffee bean. This is then placed in fermentation tanks to remove this mucilage layer. Then the green bean is washed and dried. This method brings a fine, bright acidity to the final cup. An example of this is Master Origin Colombia, and evident in the natural winey and fruity tones found in the coffee. In the dry method, whole cherries are dried in the sun. This is often used in countries where rainfall is scarce. These coffees have a heavy body and are smooth. Master Origin Ethiopia is the perfect example of this, with natural musk notes and slight jasmine bergamot hints. The semi-washed method is a combination between the wet and the dry. The cherry is pulped and then the coffee bean is placed to dry in the sun. This means that sugary mucilage layer is dried on the parchment. There is a gentle sweet note to coffees processed in this way. A great example is Nicaragua, which uses the black honey method, which has a beautiful nectar sweetness with a warm cereal note. Every step along the value chain has an impact on the final coffee quality, whether it's the country of origin, terroir selection, or choices farmers make, such as the type of processing methods used for that particular bean. This makes each Nespresso blend unique.